Hey.
What's up, good people? How y'all doing today? Out here in Facebook, YouTube land. We have not been on in probably like 5 months, 4 or 5 months. We have not been on a long time.
It's been a
So
while.
it's been a long time coming. So if a lot of people don't get on, I understand because we have been so long. We decided we're gonna get back on our horse of doing this.
Trying to get
Hey,
back in the
where's
swing
my
of things.
case at, Dreamy? See, that's what I'm saying. Now they're gonna be lost. Give me my case and stop playing. All right, my daughter's playing around my earphone case, and I don't need her to lose it. Yeah, so we got some pyrotechnics here. Woo, we got a TV screen today. How about that? Look at that backgrounds. Um,
Backgrounds.
we got backgrounds tonight.
Backgrounds.
All right, y'all. How
You didn't
y'all
even
doing
do
out
the
here?
intro.
I didn't do an intro tonight. It's been so long. I gotta get used to doing what we used to do. It's been so long. Um, but we'll see how this goes tonight. All right.
It's been a
Uh, we're not gonna sing now.
long time.
So yeah, y'all, those have not been on before. Again, this is Des and Yaz Talk. I'm on YouTube and Facebook with this. We have not done this in a long time. We talk about doing it so much.
Oh, wow, we're on YouTube too. We usually just on.
No, we're not. I always go on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
You never paid attention to it, but I always go on YouTube and Facebook when I do this.
Okay.
Um, it's been a long summer. It's been a busy football season. I can talk about football season, but I'm not gonna
Okay.
do that. Nah, I ain't gonna do that because that becomes one sided. So I'm not gonna do that.
Enjoy.
I'm not gonna. How about you get off your games? Like we're on live now, and you're on your games. This is what she does at night when she wants to like wind down to go to bed. She plays games on her phone. Yeah, I'm putting you out there because you're just sitting here like we're talking on Facebook and you're playing games.
I am talking. I said hello.
Ah, God. Can you check on my Facebook? Can you see who's talking on my chat? Because I'm
Um,
using my phone for something else
yeah.
right now. And I can't see if anybody chats on Facebook for some
I'm
reason.
sorry. Yeah, we can't see who's
It
on.
won't
Hold
say. You
on. Let
see
me
that?
see.
Like my Facebook
Yeah, I
is
see
set up
it.
for
It don't
settings for
say.
like read only. I don't understand that. I need to edit this channel. Let me see if I can edit why this thing doesn't tell me. Like I don't know what that's about. I don't understand that. Maybe I got to figure that out on my settings. But for some reason it doesn't do that. All right, y'all. But we're on here. I'm gonna hide my name while I'm talking. But all right, so like I said, y'all, it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
One thing I will mention, is that we have to lock in our dates officially for our but we are doing it in June. We have a few things we're doing in June. But as
The
far as
date
what
is
we
on. It's
do,
on the website.
huh? Oh, our website. Yeah. So what's our website again? Desenyah.com. On
Hmm.
desenyah.com, you can actually go to our website. We are doing our marriage retreat. We did it last year. We have fun, y'all. So if you want to go and have fun, we go to Cancun, Mexico. That's where we went last year. We're going to the same place in Cancun, Mexico. So
Maybe.
you're
Same.
are we not going back? We're not going back to Cancun, Mexico. All
Yeah,
right.
we are
It's a
going back
surprise.
next
Only
month.
those that have gone know where we're going, but I promise you, you're going to enjoy it. There's couples that went last year, enjoyed themselves tremendously. So I'm telling you right now, you want to go. This is for married couples only. So if you dating somebody, this ain't for you. If you're single, this ain't for you. All right. So, but if
If
you
you're
are
gonna get married
married,
in the next
yeah,
segment.
if you get married in the next 5 6 months, yeah, you can make this your honeymoon and go with us. But listen, we're gonna
That'd
have
be
fun.
fun.
Oh man,
That'd be
could you imagine
fun.
we have a honeymoon
Couple.
couple? That would be
Yeah.
awesome. But yeah, it's fun. Again, we go to Cancun, Mexico. Last year we did what, 3 days? This year I
Um.
think we're gonna do 4.
Yeah.
All right. So do we have payments already set up for people to make too?
Yeah, but they have to be
Just
updated
go to our
for the
website,
payments.
desandya.com, or you can reach out to us. You can email us. You can text us, message us if you were interested in going. Again, it's in the month of June. I think it's in the middle of June, and then after that, we got our
Yeah, to
ministry
find out
stuff,
about the payment plans because there are payment plans available.
and we're gonna start posting it too as well. So if you'd like to go to Cancun with us, yes, there is a cost. We will all have all that laid out for you. You just have to inform us that you would like to go, and we look forward to you having fun with us as we just do some dialogue. Don't break that. And have fun. All right. So let's talk about what we came here to talk about. First, let's go to our pre-talk. Our pre-talk is drum roll, please. Well, we got two things. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about for a second, and then I guess um, Yannick will bring up something. But I'm gonna first off talk about with rules for the holidays, okay? And then I'm gonna get into the conversation. So Thanksgiving just passed, right? I know people probably putting this off Christmas. People got Christmas lights out already.
People had Christmas lights out before Thanksgiving.
I know. Well, you know what annoys me though? I don't know. It's just maybe because I'm, I love Jesus and all that. I just can't stand the decoration of Halloween.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know we don't celebrate Halloween, but it's just like, man, how far have we come? Like, really? Like,
they be having blow ups.
I mean, like going amp for Halloween. Like, I mean, like, listen, man. I ain't killing you.
Down the street from us, they got they have it and the big werewolf, like a big it and a big werewolf at their house.
Remember that house I showed you? Like, that house was haunted years ago. The whole house. Oh my God, this house. Jeez, this house was scary looking, man. But anywho, I digress. But let's talk about some of the rules for holidays. Now, again, everyone, I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you had a great time.
Happy belated Thanksgiving.
We have never hosted Thanksgiving, even though that's been brought to our attention that we probably should. But we wouldn't be great hosts, I think.
Yeah, I'm not a good host at all because I'm very I guess meticulous.
Oh God.
With stuff like don't bring that food there. Like, you know, like when on the movies where somebody put like something down on the counter, you'd be wiping like.
Yeah, that would be you. Yeah,
so, yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, you would be horrible at that.
I'm not a good host.
But I always
and I like to relax.
Yeah, hosting
kind of and just watch TV or watch a movie because we don't get to watch TV.
Yeah, we don't.
So it's like
that's true. But I try to make my runs. Of course, I have 4 kids. It's a lot. I love both sides of my family. Love my Wiggins. We always get together. We always get together. But I wasn't there last year. So of course I took a lashing for that. But I was there this year and brought my kids. But getting my family together is like a journey, especially on a day that's off, like no school, no nothing. But this has nothing to do with my family or anything like that. I think there's just rules I think people should have for Thanksgiving, right? So when I go to my Wiggins family, I usually don't usually bring nothing but myself. I don't.
Rules for Thanksgiving.
But I would say this as a rule. Number one, now if I host it, I can't talk about it, I'll just say if I hosted anything. Hey, Amida. If I ever hosted.
I'm sorry, sidebar.
Go ahead.
I was just watching a video because I was going through like my old videos and stuff, and I was watching a video, and we were on live. We was doing Des and talk, and then I was like, "Hey, Amita," and then you was like, "Hey, Amita, what's going on?"
That was years ago, by the way. Let's not.
Yeah, we used to call her Amita.
Let's forget that.
I think it's funny. I love it. And she used to say Pastor Yay.
She did. That is true. She did. She did. You're right. So what was I going to say? Rules for Thanksgiving. Number one, this is a simple rule, but just obey the structures of the host. Okay. A lot of times I know, like, because everyone's all family and things like that, you never know how like the host may want to change things up or certain things you can or cannot do. You know what I mean? Like where you can or cannot go.
Pastor Andre.
What's up, overseer?
Overseer Andre.
There's no like good. Can you stop? There's no
that's another sidebar.
You about to get out.
I don't be saying nothing. I usually wait for him to say because I be forgetting the
Hey, Katrina.
Sometimes when some people get on,
it's fine.
Like you be like, oh, I just be
who cares? People call me Deacon.
No, I know, but I'm just saying it's so funny. Like sometimes like people get on, I'll be like, let me wait, especially if there's somebody that you know and I don't know. Because I'll be like, oh, hey, such and such. And then you'd be like, oh,
you don't know Andre?
Such. Yeah, I'm not talking about Andre. I'm saying this is a sidebar. I thought about it because you just said overseer and I was saying pastor. So that's what made me think about it.
You said it's Dre. Okay. So I will say, like I said, respect. Now this, I'm just throwing these out here. Okay. I'm not,
hey, Katrina.
I think you have to respect the rules of the house. Now for my
Dream Piece waving her.
Yeah, I'm trying not to go trying to make that sound like personal, but yeah, I think it's good to respect people's house. whatever the rules are. However, like a door might be closed, you just can't open a door.
Yeah.
Like so. For example, I use my example, right? I just love my family. So when I've got now my aunt's house, it's been renovated, but that house is the house we all grew up in. Like that's my grandfather and grandmother's house, but now it's been all renovated, things like that. So like I didn't just walk through like I would my grandfather and grandmother's house because my grandfather and grandmom are no longer alive, right? So it's no longer their house; it's my aunt's house. So I'm conscious of not just going through the house, like everybody was like, because there's some renovations that was done. So everybody was like, "Oh, Des, did you see the renovation?" And I was like, "Oh no!" Like I could see there was a new door there, but I wasn't just going to be. So let's open the door. Let's just see what's back here. Like you can't do that. Like I was waiting for my aunts and cousins, different ones, to say, "Oh, Des, have you seen this?" And I'm like, I can see something new, but I wanted to wait until someone invited me into that space because I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? Even though we are very close, I know they wouldn't mind it, to be honest. I know they really wouldn't care if I did. But just out of respect, I think you have to do that. Pastor Dallas, hey son, I gotta talk to you for real. I will call you Monday. It's the first. I will call you Monday. I promise I will. I've been swamped, but I will call you Monday. So yes, so that's number one. I think that's very, very important to respect the rules of the house. Okay, you got one for us? I'm just throwing some stuff out there.
I think you should. So I think like I heard somebody else talking about like just different rules, and one of the things they said was to bring something when you come. Like don't come empty-handed
after a month. Oh
but God. I think I do agree that you should bring something, but I don't agree that you should always cook something. I think it should be like like if you're going to somewhere, if you don't know them or something like that, like just bring something packaged, like some juice or some cider or something like that. Like don't cook and bring something unless the host asks you, because people be thinking that they could cook and then
my goodness gracious,
the Lord don't be in it. The Lord be like, that ain't
man,
that ain't manna. That ain't good manna.
Yeah,
that's bad manna.
Yeah,
I think that's rude. I think that's kind of rude. Like for you to feel like it's okay for me just to cook something and bring it. I understand like people like to cook and stuff, but I think you should ask the host like, is it okay if I bring such and such, and make sure like they know, because they might be making the same thing. You might be like, oh, I'm gonna bring some macaroni and cheese, and they made some, and yours, might not be. It might just be, for maybe puppy.
I agree with that. I think that
some package, some dessert.
I think it's when you go somewhere.
Fruit salad. I think that's good.
I think when you go somewhere like that you're not familiar with, of course.
Yes.
Like my whole family, everybody kind of know how everybody get down. Like everybody got different specialties. Like my aunt got the special stuffing. My other aunt makes good cookies. My aunt makes good potato salad. Like everybody knows what everybody makes. Yeah. So it's kind of like, there's no, but yeah, if you're going somewhere, if you're going somewhere, thank you, Maida. If you're going somewhere that you do not know, it's kind of like a and then you go somewhere and be like, yeah, I'm gonna bring my such such. Well, your such might taste like that in your house, but it may not be. It may not be slashing everywhere else. Everybody might in your house might be telling you it tastes good because they feel like they're being nice to you and all. But I think when you're going to the unawares, you got to be careful bringing food unless they ask you to bring something specifically.
Right, because that's how I used to be. Even with, this is kind of a sidebar, but it's still in the same vein. Like even with like schools, like a lot of times, like when the kids be bringing something from home, like one of the parents made, I'd be like, don't feed my child anything that's not packaged.
Oh yeah, no.
Some people, I have a pet peeve with people's
because we don't want to be eating and drinking off everybody,
right? And people might have like some people think it's okay for a dog to lick a spoon or their child to lick a spoon, or they feel like their dog is like their child, and it's like they feel like some things go, and I don't feel like all those things go. And it might be like, little dog hairs places. It's just a lot that goes on. Like I prefer, like, let's just do package, especially for my child. And if you going, bringing somebody's.
Well, most schools now they don't allow
potlucks. It. Yeah, no,
they don't allow it.
I know, schools. And I wrote a note, but sometimes they still do now.
Well, God bless America.
Yeah, so we try.
As you say.
But yeah, that's just like potlucks when they bring, like when you bring stuff to your job. Like I don't be messing with everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
You honestly, you just really, you really do not know.
Well, you could never mind.
I mean, you can look sometimes. Sometimes it may be obvious, but sometimes it might not. It might not, and that's a sad story. Okay, let me leave my pet peeves alone.
What other good Thanksgiving rule week? I will say this too. Like, don't, I think it's very like, sometimes people just, you got to be careful not to just invite
box,
and everything back home. Yeah, don't invite yourself just to think you invited, right? Sometimes people can try to take advantage of the fact they feel like they're invited. For an example, I'll use it as an example, right? And they don't mind me using this as an example. One of our members, who I'll leave nameless, lives like 5 minutes from us. I know they live 5 minutes from us, right? Now, I know I could just go by their house on Thanksgiving, like, hey, y'all, but I'm not going to do that unless I was invited, right? I think people got to be careful, like, just because you feel like you're close to somebody that you just automatically invite yourself to. You know what I mean? Unless someone says, hey, come over. Rude. You know what I mean? Because that can be rude too, because you don't know what people are doing on Thanksgiving. Right. You don't know if they ain't got nobody over. If you don't know if this is the only day they got off the entire week and they just want peace and quiet. Everybody celebrates Thanksgiving. There's an idea of how Thanksgiving is celebrated. Like, everyone just celebrates Thanksgiving and says, hey, we're all going to go to our family's house and everybody will come together. That's typical. That's the normal 80-90% of people. But there are some people that just want to celebrate Thanksgiving and be home and watch a movie, right? That's a good one, Amida. Like, don't be trying to go back for seconds unless everybody ate. I might bring some food with me to church, y'all, because we got so much food here. Lord have mercy.
Always be making a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh God, Pastor, y'all be making food like we feeding 80 folk. Yeah, exactly. Every year. So we eat till Sunday. We still eating. Just right. Different meat.
The kids be like,
I know.
What we have for dinner tonight? Thanksgiving. Right. We have a Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
Change the meat up.
Exactly. But yeah,
that's disgusting.
I think
or someone at her job.
Child, you banging? Stop banging in everything.
Stores turtles and always volunteers to cook.
Does what now?
Stores turtles in her refrigerator and always volunteers to cook.
Stores turtles. Stores turtles.
Yes.
Come on, Dream. You'll say hi to everybody again. Go ahead. Come on. Just don't bang in everything. Come on. Oh, no. Okay, fine. She'll come back up in a couple minutes. Exactly. But yeah, so I would say, yeah, don't invite yourself. Like I said, typically most people do it that way. People celebrate Thanksgiving that way. But that doesn't mean, like, for example, I had a kid in my school who was like, he was like, Thanksgiving, man, me and my grandma and my family, we're going out to eat. Grandma don't want to cook. So we're going out to eat to this real nice restaurant that we know out in Philly. We're going to go there and spend 2 hours out there and walk around Philadelphia. Like, that's their Thanksgiving. Like, so, and if somebody showed up to their house that thought it was going to be there, ain't nobody going to be there. You know what I mean? Like, so I think it's rude that you don't just show up wherever you want to. How long should we keep Thanksgiving food? A little birdie wants to know. Lord have mercy. It all depends upon what food it is.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of start slowing down, Monday, Tuesday? Totally getting rid of stuff, maybe. Yeah. But we're going to eat it. We ate it tonight. I'm going to eat it tomorrow.
We better bring some plates for the people. You know how you always see people when we go on the service? I might bring some plates for them. Like, here y'all go. But then they don't have nowhere to heat it up. I know, I was about to say they don't have nowhere to heat it up. That's like somebody said, why do people be giving out frozen turkeys for Thanksgiving to the homeless? Like, they could cook it.
Well, really, it's not for homeless. Most people try to give it out because some people just can't afford to buy a turkey, even though they got a house. Like, there's people that got places, but they ain't got no money for no food.
This person said
that's a good point, though.
Because some people do give it to homeless people, not thinking about
and that's why a lot of places,
just like soap and stuff. Like, when you think about, like, when we were doing that pack, like, you would think like to give them soap and stuff like that, but if they don't have water, you can't give them.
Well, the one year we did baskets and stuff. The one year we did the baskets, we gave them like a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, that's good.
That was already made.
Yes.
Like, we've done those. Those were cool. I liked when we did that.
Yeah.
We need to do that again with the rotisserie chickens. That was good. Yeah.
Don't go upstairs. I feel like that's rude too. Huh? Like, if you going upstairs when you're at somebody's house.
That's up to the people. Like that covers number one about going to different places.
If somebody came in here and you just walk upstairs, I'd be like,
That's about.
And if I went to somebody's house, I'm not just going to carry myself up their stairs. That's like kind of rude. Like, how do you just do that?
That's kind of the same thing I said in the jump, but yeah.
I don't remember you saying that in the jump.
I said like you don't just go through doors and go.
Doors.
You don't go anywhere unless you're invited. Upstairs is included, but I get you. Yeah, you know that's true because people will think upstairs is just free for all because they in the door. So that makes sense. I understand where you're going with that. I don't have any more Jamie, what's up, dude? All right. Yeah, man, I agree, dude. Like I just my man Otis, man. It said Jamie. Yeah, Otis, I agree with you, man. Otis is my guy. He coaches at Overbrook.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hi, Otis. That coaches at Overbrook.
He didn't give me a ticket for NCAA's, but that's a whole nother lesson. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. But I'm messing.
Okay.
All right, keep moving.
I think that's it. Anybody else have any more Thanksgiving, Christmas rules? What about Christmas?
Oh man, Christmas, we'll be here all day. We need to probably move on. We probably need to move on to a different conversation.
Like as far as like gifts, I think that's an interesting thing because like if you go to somebody's house, like most times people would give the kids gifts and not the parents. Is that kind of like
love you too, man?
How it works, or is it like you should bring everybody a gift when you going over somebody's house?
Oh, you know what's funny?
They have like 7 kids.
But you know what's funny? My Wiggins family, we all did that. Like we all gave everybody got a gift. Everybody. Like it, and now you gotta remember, my dad people and all of us, it's 7 of them, 8 total, but now 7. But they were all like everybody gave everybody's kids a gift. It was like mayhem. Like when I think about it, everybody came in with like a big bag. And then one year we just stopped all that. And then it was just like, okay, Pollyanna, because it got nuts.
That's another funny
and
thing.
The gifts were kind of like, you know, everybody was getting a little cheesy gifts too, because it was just too much.
Pollyannas, because I thought about doing that like this year at the church, but it's like, I wonder how that works. Like with Pollyannas, like you would just list, because I think we're done with, I know, we're done with like buying gifts, because you can tell somebody like to give you a $20 gift or something like that, and it might be like, it might say $20 value and somebody might get it for $5 and think that that's okay. But then you can do like the gift cards. What if they find what?
If they find it, they find it. What should we get mad about? Like you can say no, the rule was like $25 limit. And if you want something, it might be under $25. So if you get something, find it for $5.
No, that's what I was about to say. No, you're talking about if you list the things that you want. I'm not saying if you list the things that you want. I'm saying like if you just say everybody get a gift, and the limit is $25. So somebody might get you something for $3 and you might spend $25. I mean, I guess you don't think about it like that, but at the same time, it's like, how do you?
There's nothing to think about.
That's why I like the gift card situation. Like if you pick 3, like if you write down 3 things, or you say these are the 3 things I want, that's different compared to just saying, oh, there's a $25 limit or there's a $15 limit.
Well, my family, when we started doing Secret Santa,
I'd rather just, I don't participate in those.
Well, no, I mean, like the thing, like, yeah, when we did that, well, Secret Santa, Pollyanna, ain't that kind of close to the same thing? I
go all out for my gifts, and I've gotten like stuff, and you'd be like, oh, like you can have.
Isn't Pollyanna Secret Santa like kind of like the same thing? Kind of, nobody knows who's what they're getting for their Pollyanna. So like everyone digs in the way we did my family. Everyone digs in the buck, and everybody pulls out a name. But in the name, you know all 3 things that they want.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the newer way people were doing it, where you're writing down 3 things that you want.
Yes.
Before it used to be like,
oh yeah, get them whatever.
$25 limit, so you get whatever.
No. Like, so for example, if somebody writes down their stuff, they might not write down a $25 gift card. They'll just say, I want this, but it got to be $25 or less. Yeah. But when we did that, it was cool because we used to make everybody like everybody had to say something about the person for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I might have said let's do Pollyanna.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what Secret Santa is.
Okay, I got you.
Like when they did it on Office, but it was stuff like that they brought for people that it was supposed
like to they did on The Office. So that's, you remember The Office?
That's my show. Yeah.
I know, that's our show. We like that show, but it's just I can't even remember that Christmas. I think I remember.
You don't remember that one? That was so funny.
I just remember them going to
Michael Scott didn't like.
They went to Benihana. That one. The one that went to Benihana. They had the party.
Benihana on that one.
They had the party when the other two girls from Benihana. It
might have been that one. I don't know. But this one is the one where Michael got upset because he spent like a whole bunch of money on a gift, and then somebody gave him like a sock or something. He was like, "What is this?" And they said, "All right, we changing up. We're gonna switch gifts." So that's when he changed.
But the Benihana was with the girls with the bike.
Yeah, I know. I said I don't know if that's the same one or not. I think they're both Christmas ones, but I think they're from different seasons.
Okay, I can't remember the other one you're talking.
Did anybody else see that The Office? That one that was so funny.
Okay. We all did one for couples until people had kids. Then kids got one. Yeah, that's the thing too. My family, they get all my kids come over. If they come over for Christmas, all my family will have gifts for my kids. Like if I tell them to come, they all gonna have a gift for them. Yeah. I put my 3 things at work every year and never get anything. What? That's crazy.
I'll have to stop that one.
That's wild.
I'm done.
That's why I'm like, man, take me out. I'm finished. You might as well go ahead and buy something for yourself.
Exactly.
Because then you buy something. That's the part about the $25 thing, though.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why it's so weird because you're already buying something. It's almost like
I might as well just buy myself. Like, let's do Secret Santa. I got myself. Everybody buy yourself a gift and show everybody.
Because if I get somebody a $25 Target gift card and I want one, what's the point? Hey, here you go. Bless you. I bought myself one.
25 too. Yeah, it's like that's funny.
Yeah, that is interesting.
That's
what you about to say? What you about to say?
Nothing. It was a sidebar.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't go too sidebar.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to go in our conversation or you want to stick with this? I mean, I'm not going to be long because we're already 26 minutes in.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go into my conversation now.
Okay.
It's kind of a real change of pace.
Change of pace. Wait, what's that from again?
Okay. I will.
I
can't remember.
Never mind. That was somewhere we went. Change of pace.
Listen, yo, I love church, but church can make you laugh.
I love it.
Oh man.
Everybody. I mean, people that know. Like there's certain people I can't be.
Anything in life, if you've been around it long enough.
Happen,
yes. Anything in life.
I'm the wrong one.
I don't care what it is. Anything in life that you've been around for a long period of time, you're gonna find a way to laugh at it. Or laugh in it somehow.
Not everybody, some people have to find stuff to.
Really? I mean, like no matter if you've been in school, church, your workplace, there's something you laugh at.
Laughing at school. I mean, of course, laughing with my friends, maybe, but.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we laughed at the teachers when we were younger. I don't know, but. Yeah, but
hey Jamie, I wanna. Hey Otis. I keep saying Jamie on there because I see Otis. Otis, I want a ticket. NCAA's a session. That's what you can get me.
Yes.
Yeah, my mom remember change your pace. Change your pace. Yep, because it was right on the corner.
Oh man, that was funny.
Oh God, change your pace. Oh man.
Travel. Yeah.
Okay.
There has been some funny experiences. I tell you. Wouldn't trade them for nothing.
Oh God, help me today.
It's just like stuff happens.
What's up, Nikki? What's going on?
Thank you for bringing the joy of the Lord. Don't be upset if I laugh. Because I've learned how I try to, how you try to keep it quiet, but then sometimes it just don't happen. I just walk out.
Terrible.
But I don't understand why people get upset though.
Like
if
what?
People laugh, like I think people are just so uncomfortable. Like if you start laughing, that is like a bad thing or it's rude or something like that. I wonder where that comes from.
For anywhere.
Yeah, pretty much like in church or in church. Like why shouldn't I laugh? I mean, we laugh like
it depends. Stuff, but it depends though.
But things be funny. Like I know you don't laugh out
like
loud,
you can't laugh like okay. For example, right?
Sidebar.
I ain't gonna do that.
If somebody does something that's funny,
but it depends upon it.
You think it's funny.
But yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends. All right. So
all
right. Right. Okay. But let's. Okay. But if somebody
funny, and I'd be like,
it is, but you can't.
We have to excuse ourselves.
I think it depends. Why? Okay. Now I won't even get into the emotional part about generations because my main topic tonight was I was going to talk about how we're
go ahead.
No, because you brought up something. So this is good.
Everybody gonna want to.
No, this is good. Let's talk about this for a second because
which one y'all want to hear?
What, the unstable generation? Like we are in the most gifted but most unstable, unstable emotionally generation I've ever seen.
Did I say hey Nicole? Hey Nicole.
No, you didn't, but I said it. But no, you said something about what's funny in church or something like that. Like it depends. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, right? Now you remember years ago, I'm gonna say something that happened. I'm gonna say some of y'all know this, some of y'all were around and some of y'all were not around.
No, I hope you ain't gonna say what I think you're gonna say.
Hold a second, give me something funny as somebody laughing at church. So
I can give you a lot of things. Jesus.
So years ago, oh man, I don't know if I want to get into this. Yeah, okay, I'll get into it. It's fine.
Yeah, everybody haven't seen
years. This. Yeah, you know what I'm about to talk about? You do,
so.
because we're just connected like that in the brain. She knows exactly what I'm about to say. So years ago, a young lady was dancing.
Yep, I knew you was gonna say that.
At our church. And she was a member of our church. But she like went and did a twirl and she just like lost her balance. And then when she lost her balance, she fell off the stage. Now, when she fell off the stage, it wasn't like she felt like she hurt herself terribly. Like she didn't hurt herself. It was more like emotional embarrassment. And then she was fine. But the part I wasn't laughing. Now, mind you, I wasn't there. I wasn't there because it was a women's gathering. So I was watching it. Now, mind you, I'm going to tell you, make my point in a second. So I'm watching it. But the thing, it wasn't funny that she fell. It was funny with the response to everybody. Because when she fell, everybody was like, oh, like, you know, like it was like and the timing of the fall was like on time with the music. Like I'm telling you, it was just like, if you could have hold your laugh on it. But this is the thing, right?
I did good,
if a child or even an adult, like if an adult doesn't carry a certain role within the church and started laughing, it wouldn't have mattered. Now, if I start laughing or she starts laughing when that happens, that's like bad because of who we are.
I understand that.
That's the only difference.
See, I don't laugh at. I don't think it's funny when people fall. Sometimes,
no, that was funny. That's why you started laughing. Yes.
Wait, but how they fall? But no, I started laughing.
They was falling for like 5 seconds before they fell
because of the response. But we was wearing masks at the time, which I thank God for. Because sometimes I'm not trying to be rude, but sometimes it's hard to hold like that laugh in because it's funny, especially when it just happens spontaneously. Like for me to have, like, it's so much work. So I just got up and I did make a little sound and I just got up and I went in the bathroom and I was cracking up and I felt so bad, but it was so funny. And I was like, Lord, please forgive me. I don't mean to laugh at them, but I couldn't help it.
I'm sorry, when I saw the live, I was dead. It didn't matter. I wasn't there, so I don't care.
I don't understand how anybody like can sit up in there. If something really funny happens, like you just like how can you sit with a straight face? Like I want to say a name, but I'm not going to say. I'm not saying the name of the person, but I'm not saying the name of the person. I'm saying I want to say, like, I don't want to say Kojic, but I'm saying like if it was a Kojic Bishop or something, like if something funny happened, like how do you just sit there like it's no way. I can't. Like I'm gonna have a smirk. My face will not be serious. It's no way. The only thing that saved me then was because we had a mask on. And then
that's true.
After I got my laugh out, I came back out and I was okay for a while. And then I was talking to her after service and I was like, I said, I'm so sorry, but that was so, and I just started laughing again in her face and I felt so bad, but I couldn't help it. It was just like, I couldn't control it.
You laughed at her face. You didn't talk about that part.
I did. Somebody else, I was about to say, somebody else knows.
Oh, man.
They were standing there with me and I started saying, oh, you know, I was asking if they was okay and how it had and stuff. And I just bust out laughing. And I was like, I'm so sorry, but I couldn't get myself together. Certain things, I'm praying for myself.
Yeah, that was bad.
Because I don't understand how people Like how you can sit there with a straight face.
I don't laugh at that, Nicole.
Y'all gonna have to forgive me if y'all see y'all. I mean, some of y'all know me. Like certain things happen. I'm sorry. It's
so like a colleague of mine, and someone keeps busting into the
name of the Lord.
A colleague of mine, I laughed one time. I laughed one time. A friend of mine, a friend of mine. They went viral. They went viral because they busted a chair.
Oh.
And like they went viral to the point where I had people like I remember it was a Thanksgiving like 2 years ago. It might have been 2 or 3 years ago. And I was at my family's house and they was like, you know this person? Like they were showing it to me. And I was like, listen, I know that person well. Like, so it was, and that person was hurt that it went viral because, you know, it was just a whole lot that happened. But anyways, but I'm saying that was funny.
Right.
It was funny.
But now that's what I'm saying. So they were showing you that and they were laughing.
Yes.
So if that happened in church, you trying to tell me they wouldn't have laughed? They would have just sat there like, oh, Jesus.
They would have tried to keep their composure because of where they were. Like people try to, like you try to keep your composure by where you are. I keep my composure. Like there's times where, I've been in church where I'm laughing, but it all depends upon like where I am. Like at my church, I do the best to keep all of my composure. If I'm getting bad, I walk out if I can feel it coming upon me. But like I almost lost it. I almost lost it at another church. But it wasn't, I wasn't the pastor, but I had some kind of role in there. You follow what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. What happened? So I was trying to keep myself, but you was laughing a whole lot.
I can't help it. I'm sorry. When the joy of the Lord hit, I'd be like, I receive, and I just have to let it out. But I will get up and walk out. I do that. Tiana could tell you. I will get up and I'll walk out so that I'm not, you know, because I don't even, because sometimes honestly, there's been times where I don't even know what I'm laughing at, but it's just like something happens and it's just hilarious, and I'll keep on.
Oh yeah, funeral, man. Nah, Otis, I'm out, man. A funeral, I don't be laughing at no funerals, man. Like I try to keep my composure there. I've seen some crazy stuff happen at funerals. Like some real crazy stuff. I don't think I've ever
laughed at a funeral.
Well, see, I used to work at a funeral home, so I done seen some wild. I'm telling the people online. I know you know that.
No, but you were saying it like right after I said
Child, it. I know you know that. I done seen some wild stuff happen at funerals. So like, yeah, it's man. 80% of the time I'll sit in the back unless I was serving before the service started or after when I worked at one. So I would be in the back, like, you know, and it'd be terrible if I was laughing at something. But yeah, on Easter Sunday. What's up, Rick? We Christians had the last laugh again. You're right, Chris. You're right, Rick. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, for me depends. In church, I don't laugh based upon where I'm at. Like if it's at my church, I keep my composure. I just do. I try my best.
I try.
It gotta be crazy hysterically, like for me to go off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it's at someone else's church and I'm not like the preacher or I'm just there visiting or something like that, if something happened, I'm just.
Yeah, but if you like say you're visiting, but you have to speak or something like that, and something funny happens, you don't laugh then?
Child, when I laugh, no one knows because I put my head down and I just. Like I gotta keep my composure. Like I just can't be, going for it. I put my head down and just like,
I just
act like I'm praying or something if it's that bad. If it's that bad, then I can't control it. That's why I can't be around you sometimes. If I'm in some places because you'll make me laugh because it ain't even like that funny, but I'll start laughing because you're laughing.
Some funny stuff happens, y'all. Funny stuff.
It does. It happens everywhere. There's no way in the world anywhere you'll be in life where you're not going to experience something that's going to happen funny. And no matter what kind of atmosphere it's in.
Yeah. I would like to experience like people that be like, oh no, I don't laugh at church, or I wouldn't. Like because if the right thing happened that you think is really funny, I can't imagine like you being able to hold that in so that much. I mean, I think God gives us strength because I know He's giving me strength sometimes not to bust out laughing out loud, but some stuff. Whew, Jesus. I'd be like, oh, excuse me.
All right, you got anything else? I'm like,
that was where we at. Oh wow, we're only at 39. Oh, is
Only
an hour?
We have 40 minutes for that long, but just not. We need to get into our discussion about it. I might save that for next week.
Okay.
I might save that for next week because that might take some time. I knew this was gonna happen because we're gonna get on here. We're gonna talk about, and then this is what happens. We end up this is what we do. So this is like what we're doing to a degree. Sometimes we'll laugh at something on Facebook, or we'll just send certain things to each other and laugh at certain things. But these are conversations that me and her will have from time to time. So we're actually inviting you into just a combo.
Yes.
Right now.
And we appreciate those that are commenting and laughing along.
Because we actually really like each other. Like besides being married, we actually like each other. Yeah, we do.
I'm so glad y'all started, y'all. Cool.
Oh, appreciate
glad you got on.
I don't want to get into that part.
I don't want to get into too much more because we don't have that much more time left. But
I mean, we try to be on here under an hour, but the conversation might take a whole left turn if I start talking about what I came here to talk about. So I'll talk about that next week. And again, what I will talk about, hopefully we get to it, is about being the most intelligent. I forgot I put in there most intelligent generation, but most emotionally,
most gifted,
most gifted. And we are very intelligent, gifted and intelligent, but very emotionally unstable generation. It's two sides to the pillow on both, because I'm glad I was born when I was born. Like, I think we're like on the cusp of, like, we like fall in the middle. Like, we could have been on the other side of it, of the but I'm kind of glad where I was born,
Emotionalism.
Yeah, I am, because
the Lord knows.
Yeah. I was having a conversation with my kids the other day about kids talking about something gonna crash out. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, what is that? I know what it means. I know what it means. Of course I know what it means because I work in school, but these kids, they just be using that as
Does anybody know what that means?
To act crazy.
I was trying to see if anybody on.
I'm sure they know what it means. If they're anywhere around teenagers or middle school, or
everybody's not though.
I mean, they have kids around. See, I might say yes, thank God.
Oh no, I think she was saying yes, thank God.
Yeah, about being born. Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
But I know she has to know what crash out means because she work in a school district. Kids. Even at her age, them kids probably be saying that. Dream knows what that means. But Dream's got older siblings though, so that
true
helps.
But some of the other ones do too.
Huh?
Some of the other ones probably in her class. Know what that is too.
My mom don't know what that means. Yeah, because you dealing with babies.
Oh yeah.
When kids say I'm gonna crash out, I mean they just gonna lose their mind. Like, I'm about to crash out. I'm about to crash out. I'm gonna crash out. And they start they start want to yell, go nuts, and act like they're gonna have a temper tantrum. So crashing out means they're gonna have a temper tantrum, but beyond the temper tantrum, they're gonna lose their minds. That's what that means.
Y'all gonna make me
crash out is they're very upset and about to act crazy. Exactly. That's exactly what it means. They mean they're about to act nuts. All right.
Well,
it's been fun, y'all.
Yes, y'all were fun.
All right. So we'll be back on next week. Right? We're gonna be back on next week. We're gonna have a serious
conversation next week.
Well, we're gonna always do what our intro start up, and then we're gonna have a serious conversation.
Yeah, we'll do our intro and then a serious conversation. We always ask you guys to send us some topics or some stuff that y'all want to talk about. Some things we might not think about. They going from 1 to 100.
My mom said the babies crash out all day. Yeah. I hear you. That's funny. I hear you. All right.
All right, y'all. Thanks for getting
Thank y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Yes, we'll have a conversation again next week. All right.
Try not to laugh in church.
Yeah, try not to laugh tomorrow. Tomorrow you won't be laughing. It's a serious message.
That don't mean nothing. Might be something else that happened.
Lordy. All right, y'all.
All right, y'all.
Have a good night.
Night.
See y'all.